stuff, right? So I am excited to bring to you guys tonight this epic live Facebook training. Now, it's going to be about 20 minutes and really supporting you on how you can 10x your income and confidence by rewiring your beliefs. So I want to thank everyone so much from the bottom of my heart for everyone that tuned into the last replay and live, and for everyone that is tuning on to the current live and the new replay. So we're going to go for about 20 minutes. And I'd really love, as a special favor, if you feel like this training is going to support anyone, any fellow women entrepreneurs, please feel free to share this to your profiles, your stories, tag anyone. The more people this supports and impacts, the better, because that's what I'm really here to do and what I'm passionate about. So now, I also have a very special gift at the end, so please stay tuned because I'm really excited to share that. So let's dive in without further ado. I want to share first a little bit about my story. Now, you might be coming across this training somewhere and you've never heard of me. You might be thinking, who the heck is this woman? So my name's Cherie Ann. I am a former yacht chef. I was a yacht chef for 15 years, and a chef for 20 years. So the only thing I knew before working in the online space was cooking. It's the only way I knew how to make an income, right? And I always had this dream of owning my own online business, but I had a lot of doubt around that. I was like, oh God, I'm not good enough to do that. No one's going to buy what I have. Who would want what I have? And God, if I was to start an online business, what would people say? What would they think? I had such the fear of judgment, the fear of failure, the fear of success, the self-doubt. I'm not good enough. I had it all. That past version of me had it all and more. And since really rewiring my beliefs with things like timeline therapy, quantum healing, I've really been able to step into this next level version of myself, this confident version of myself. Which I'm so grateful for. So, now I'm working with some really incredible people. I mean, I support my dear mentors and friends, Regan and Wampa, at their retreat in Peru, and I support their clients with some energetic and quantum healing work. I've been trained very deeply by Regan and Wampa, being a quantum healing practitioner with them. I've worked with incredible coaches like Luke Hawkins, and I've been trained as an NTT practitioner and master, really supporting people with timeline therapy and rewiring their beliefs with that also. And, now I just get to work from wherever I am. I have that time freedom. I have that choice. And I finally know that I'm good enough. As much as I've got the external freedom, I've got that inner freedom, and that to me means more than anything. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping so many other women entrepreneurs reach that inner freedom. That's where it's at for me. Now, when it comes to money, when it comes to creating an income, when I started online 10 years ago, while I was still on yachts, I was really hustling for money. I was doing all the things, all the strategies. I was very coachable. I'd do exactly what my mentors told me. But things were not budging with my income. I was stuck at 5K. And maybe you've noticed this in your incomes too. You're doing all the things, but nothing's moving. So at times I would notice I'd have a slightly higher than a 5K month, but then it would plummet all the way back down. And with that, I started to notice the things I was telling myself, things like well, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe the only way for me to make money is to be in yachting. Maybe I can't sell my services. Maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not good enough. And the beliefs around money are, well, I'm not working hard enough for it. I'm not doing this. So my income was up and down like a yo-yo, and I really had no idea why, because I felt like I was doing all the things, and strategy-wise, I would. And once I learned what I'm about to share with you right now, it's really helped me upgrade my income, my impact, and it all changed very dramatically. Hence why this is called How to 10 times your income and your impact and step into that unshakable confidence. So I'm going to dive in to 3 really important things that supported me. I really invite you, if you like, to take notes, or you can come back and rewatch this training, because there are going to be some activities. So the first thing was realizing that I was in a money relationship. And I remember one of my dear mentors telling me that I was in a money relationship. And I was like, yeah, whatever. No, no, I'm not. That's so weird. What are you talking about? And then I thought, well, this woman, this friend is doing $2 million in revenue a month. So maybe I listen to her. So when I really dived into my relationship with money, the problem was that I didn't actually have a relationship with money. Didn't know I was meant to be in one, didn't know I was in one. And when I was reflecting back, like back then when I figured out this whole money relationship vibe, I was more in a situationship with money, right? So when money was good, when it was rolling in, when it was flowing, I was all over it. Gratitude, us. I was in abundance. I was high vibe. When it wasn't, then I wouldn't even give money the time of day. So I really got to thinking, well, if it's true that I'm in a relationship with money, what would money be thinking about me? And when I realized that, a real light bulb clicked for me, and I hope it does for you too. Because with the way I was treating money, if that was a person, it would be running out of the door. I had absolutely no gratitude or appreciation for money when it was below a certain amount. So coming from yachting, I was very used to like a 6-figure a year income, right? And working really hard for money and getting those big tips like 5K, 6K at times for a week-long charter or whatever it was. So when money was deposited into my bank account, if it was anything less than 2K, I wouldn't even acknowledge it. I honestly would not feel any excitement whatsoever in my body. I was so nonchalant about it. So I had to start thinking, if that was my partner, if that was my boyfriend or my husband, if they were giving me something and I was just like, whatever, and just very like, what the heck would that person think about me? How would they want to keep showing up in my life? And the answer was they wouldn't. They would absolutely not want to show up in my life. So after I got clear on that, I really started to notice how fast money was coming into my account and how fast I was spending it. It was like I didn't feel safe to hold money. And maybe you've noticed the same. I mean, I work with a lot of women entrepreneurs that are always saying, money comes in as quickly as it goes out as quickly as it comes in. So if you're feeling the same, drop yes in the comments. I'd love to know. Now, what I noticed is that if my money would get to a certain level, I felt like I had to spend it. I had to get rid of it. And I wasn't spending it in ways that were supportive to my growth, like coaching or mentorship. I was spending it on like, what was it? Handbags, Bulgari sunglasses, Ray-Ban I loved sunglasses back then. I still do. But to a point where I was just buying things just to get rid of the money because I didn't feel comfortable holding that much money in my savings account. Now, we all have an amount that we're comfortable holding and we're comfortable receiving. And I'm going to take you through a really cool process where you can get clear on that. Now, this is deep level stuff, right? This training's not fluff. It's not write down your limiting beliefs and write the positive. This is deep, high level stuff. So I really, really trust that this is landing. And I know that anyone that's in this transmission is getting huge value from it. So the first question is, if you knew you were in a relationship with money, how would it feel about how you've been treating it? How would it feel? And get raw and real with yourself. There's nothing wrong with being honest. And then how we get to up-level our money relationship and how we're receiving money is getting clear on the amount you're comfortable receiving. So how we do this is you take your income over the last 6 months. Now, you could do one income stream, you could do all income streams at once, whatever it is for you. Add it up, divide it by 6. That's the amount you're comfortable receiving. That's what we call your money blueprint, your money thermostat. That's what you're comfortable receiving. So once you know that, it's really good to get clear on what the beliefs are that are stopping you from receiving more. And that's something I do in my clarity coaching course. Like, we really dive deep in getting to clear on those beliefs. So once you've done that, What's the amount you're comfortable holding? Now, how we work that is I really invite you to notice the same thing again. The last 6 months, what have you noticed is kind of the average that sits in your bank account? So for me, when I was full-time yachting, it was 120K. It would never go above that. And I felt comfortable, but when it did go above that, I would spend it to get it back down to what I was comfortable holding. So that's a really cool thing to notice. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, get clear on the money blocks and any blocks that are stopping you from receiving more. If you've got like, I'm not good at sales, sales is sleazy, sales is skeezy, I'm not good enough, people don't want what I have, what will people think? Or I've got to work hard for money. Money doesn't come easy. Money doesn't grow on trees. If you've got any of these money blocks or limiting beliefs, knowing that our beliefs are responsible for the results in our external reality out there, we need to get rid of them. We need to discover them, right? And that's what I do on these free clarity coaching calls I offer is I help you get clear on that. And it's wild the transformations that come in these. So last but not least, knowing and reflecting that you're in a relationship with money, thinking of it as a person, as your partner, your husband, your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, what gets to change and be different now? When I did this was the freaking game changer. And I know for so many of my clients, it has been too. So step number 2 is something that really beautifully comes into alignment when we're building a relationship with money. Now, I realized I was not tracking what I was spending or what I was receiving. So, and you might think of this and you might notice like, oh God, I'm not doing that either. And I'm just curious to see, are you not tracking what's coming in and out because you're scared of what you'll see? Because I have so many calls with so many women that are terrified to look at their bank accounts because they don't want to see it. But I promise you the power is getting raw and real and in your self-honesty of where you're at right now. Knowing that that gets to change. Where you're at right now means absolutely nothing about you. Your dollar, the amount of money you hold in your bank account does not equate to your true value. It just is what it is right now. We look at it with curiosity and compassion, right? No judgment. So knowing this gets to change at any time, what I've implemented like with my group training, with my ladies in my container and getting really deeper and deeper into their money relationship is starting to track money in and out because I wasn't doing this. I didn't do it for years. Working on yachts, I had many different bank accounts all over the world. And I didn't track them. Some I wouldn't look at for months on end. And when I started tracking money, I used the Lucky Bitch app to track it in. I know it's only on iPhone, unfortunately. It's not on Androids or Samsungs. So I started to track what was coming in. I tracked what was coming out just by putting the notes folder on my phone, tracking what I was spending. Now, if you're super green, I am not. But if you are, you can then enter it into a spreadsheet at the end of the day and see what you've spent, what's come in. But once I started tracking the money in and out, like no word of a lie, the money started to increase. It was insane. To the point that when I did this for as well as removing my limiting beliefs and working on my relationship with money and getting clear on my thermostat, what I was comfortable holding and receiving, when I did that, I had my highest income of 160K USD last year. I've never received that much. And that was from really doing and implementing what I'm sharing with you guys now. So I just invite you to see, what are you committed to doing with money daily? You know, what are you committed to? And it can just be one thing for now and you can add, but I really invite you, if you're feeling like courageous enough, pop it in the comments so we can see it and celebrate it. Now, this is the secret sauce. This is what has provided me, my clients, the most rapid transformations. And that is realizing that I had shitty beliefs that were responsible for my results. I know I've touched on this a bit because it is the actual game changer to transformation. Now, as I shared in the beginning, I had all the I can't do that. Sales is skeezy. Money is hard. I have to work hard to earn money. I'm not good enough for this. The fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of success. What the heck will others think? I mean, I had so much, and it was stopping me from 10xing my income and stepping into my unshakable confidence. So looking back at that, I'm not surprised my money was up and down and that I wasn't earning what I was wanting to receive, and I wasn't showing up how I wanted to. So when I reminded myself that my outer world is a reflection of my inner world, I knew things had to shift, right? So I got stuck on removing my limiting beliefs, my doubts, my fears, my behaviors like procrastination and overwhelm. And I did things like timeline therapy. And what timeline therapy is when someone like me supports you to get clear on when the event was that caused the belief. Like, say, for example, I'm not good enough. We get clear on how old you were, if it was this lifetime, in the womb, past life, past generation. It's really deep. Everyone is so different. Then, in a nice, grounded, closed eye state, you go back to that event. We float you above that event. Now, you might have seen the event, you might have heard the event, you might have felt the event, you might have done neither. Some people just know they're at that event. Everyone is so different. So with that, we float above the event to a place of no emotion. I support you to get the positive beliefs, and trust me, when you choose it, there are positive beliefs for all situations in life, I promise you. Once we get those positive beliefs, we therefore rewire the neurological pathways within the brain that creates the rapid change, the rapid transformation. Now, I love affirmations and I love all that, but for me, affirmations are like putting a Band-Aid on a wound that hasn't been disinfected, it hasn't been cleared out. Timeline therapy is where I've seen the most transformation for myself and my clients, because we're getting to that root cause, we're rewiring it. For me, affirmations are like a sugar high. You might feel great for a week, but then you'll notice a week later, oh gosh, that belief's coming back. And that's why I have so many women coming to me and they're like, Sheree, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm doing the affirmations, but the belief's coming back. And I'm like, well, are you only doing affirmations? What work are you doing? And when they're only doing affirmations, that's when it's coming back. So yeah, it's incredible. Like, there's nothing better than me seeing other women step into their unshakable confidence because they've gotten rid of the shitty beliefs that have been holding them back. And, you know, when I did this work for myself, the transformation was insane. People were noticing and coming to me and going like, what the heck have you done? And I was like, oh God, it's this. So those are the three things. And I just want to share a little bit because it's great to hear my story, but I've had some freaking incredible results within my containers and the timeline therapy to rewire the beliefs. Like, take my incredible client S. Now, we've rewired some really deep limiting beliefs around money, working hard for money, some really deep beliefs around sales. And within 3 breakthrough sessions, she sold her first coaching package after not selling any coaching packages for 2 years, and made her first high ticket affiliate marketing sale. Like, this was freaking incredible. Now, we've also got Al. She had some deep beliefs around money, some deep negative beliefs around money and sales. We really worked on rewiring her self-worth, her confidence, her fear of being seen. And then once we did that, her social media online presence exploded, so much to the fact that all her team, her community were like, what the heck have you done? And she sold her first 2 coaching packages. She made 2 affiliate sales, and she has had the most growth in her business today after 2 years of being in the space. Like, it's just wild. And then I've got another amazing woman, after doing a few sessions, especially around, she had the, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I've tried that and it didn't work for me, and some sales beliefs and some money beliefs. Once we rewired those, she enrolled 6 new clients in a month, rank advanced twice in a month, and she had, what was it, 38 orders in a month, which was her highest to date. Like, this is just wild. This is where the transformation comes in. Now, as promised, I have a freaking incredible gift for you. And now it's going to work because we have the slide. If you are ready to transform, this is your opportunity to book in a free clarity coaching call now by using this QR code, or just pop clarity call in the comments below or DM me clarity call. But you can do it here with this beautiful slide. Now, for the next 2 weeks, I've got space and I want to support as many women entrepreneurs to transform. What we'll be doing in this 30-minute call is getting clear on where you are now, where you want to be, and unlock those limiting beliefs around yourself, around money, that are stopping you from getting the results you desire. Now, whether we decide to work together after that part of the call, it's totally up to you. But I've had women just jump on this and they just scream to the transformation, like scream over the transformation that they have, just being in my energy, being in my vortex and having this deep and potent session. They've transformed so much. They tell me all about the breakthroughs, the new results, the new way they're showing up just from this free clarity coaching call. Like, it's wild, the transformation in 30 minutes. Like, I am an absolute gun at this, at getting deep to the deep root cause of what's keeping you stuck. So imagine knowing that. Imagine finally getting clarity on what's keeping you stuck in your business and your life. Imagine finally getting clarity and transforming into unshakable confidence and getting the results you want in your business. Like, this is an incredible opportunity, and I don't always have these slots for free calls, free coaching calls. So now I do. And of course, if I feel like we're a fit to work together on this call, I'll share how we can do deep timeline therapy together and go even deeper. If not, you've had a huge transformation and a huge shift in these 30 minutes. So I'm so excited for the beautiful souls that are going to be booking this call. There's been so much transformation in those containers already, and I can't wait to see more. I want to thank everyone so much, as always, for joining me on live, on the replay. I'm so grateful for you all. It really is a true honor and a privilege to bring these trainings to you all. I don't take it for granted that so many of you show up so beautifully and so honestly. And I can't wait to just share so much more of my gifts with you all. So thank you all so much. Sending you all so much love from Bali. And until next time, ciao for now.